If you're over 50 and you're not eating these 10 foods, your body is quietly losing ground in your heart, your brain, your bones, and your energy. And most people don't notice until the damage is already done. In the next 40 minutes, I'm going to walk you through 10 foods that doctors and nutrition researchers say should be part of your daily routine after 50, exactly why each one matters, and simple ways to start eating them today. Stick around for food number 7. It's the one almost nobody over 50 eats enough of, and it might matter more than any other food on this list. Let's get into it. Food 1. Fatty fish. Let's start with one of the most well-researched foods for healthy aging: fatty fish. After 50, chronic low-grade inflammation becomes one of the biggest silent threats to your body. It's linked to heart disease, joint pain, memory decline, and even certain cancers. Fatty fish like salmon, sardines, mackerel, and trout are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA, which are two of the most powerful anti-inflammatory compounds found in food. Here's why that matters so much at this stage of life. Omega-3s help lower triglycerides, reduce blood pressure slightly, and decrease the risk of abnormal heart rhythms, all things that become more common as we age. Multiple large population studies have found that people who eat fatty fish regularly have a meaningfully lower risk of dying from heart disease compared to people who rarely eat it. But the benefits don't stop at the heart. DHA is a major structural component of brain tissue. Some research suggests that people with higher omega-3 intake tend to have better memory performance and may have a lower risk of cognitive decline as they age. Fatty fish has also been studied for its effects on joint stiffness and inflammation associated with arthritis, which becomes more common after 50. How much do you actually need? Most guidelines suggest 2 to 3 servings a week, about 3 to 4 ounces each. If you're not a fan of cooking fish, canned sardines or canned salmon are affordable, shelf-stable, and just as beneficial. A simple habit: keep a can of sardines or salmon in the pantry for a quick lunch a few times a week, on crackers, in a salad, or straight out of the tin with a squeeze of lemon. One thing to watch out for: frying fish in unhealthy oils or breading it heavily cancels out a lot of the benefit. Baking, grilling, or pan-searing with olive oil keeps it as heart-healthy as possible. Food 2. Leafy greens. Next up, leafy greens: spinach, kale, collard greens, and Swiss chard. One of the most under-discussed health issues after 50 is bone density loss. Both men and women begin losing bone mass more quickly in their 50s and 60s, which raises the risk of fractures. Leafy greens are one of the best food sources of vitamin K, a nutrient that plays a direct role in bone mineralization and helps activate proteins that keep calcium in your bones rather than in your arteries, where it can contribute to stiffening. Leafy greens are also rich in folate, a B vitamin that supports healthy nerve function and red blood cell production, and they're loaded with antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin, which accumulate in the retina and are associated with a lower risk of age-related macular degeneration, one of the leading causes of vision loss in older adults. There's also a blood pressure connection. Leafy greens are naturally high in dietary nitrates, which the body converts into nitric oxide, a compound that helps blood vessels relax and can modestly lower blood pressure. A practical daily target is about 1 to 2 cups of raw leafy greens, or half a cup cooked. Cooking actually makes some nutrients, like calcium and certain antioxidants, easier for the body to absorb. So a mix of raw and cooked greens throughout the week is ideal. Try adding a handful of spinach to a morning smoothie, sauteing kale with garlic and olive oil as a side dish, or tossing chopped Swiss chard into soups and stews. If you're on blood thinners like warfarin, vitamin K intake needs to be consistent day to day rather than wildly fluctuating, so it's worth talking to your doctor about how to fit leafy greens into your routine safely. Food 3. Berries. Berries are often called a superfood, and in this case, the reputation is well earned. Blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, and raspberries are among the highest antioxidant foods you can eat, particularly rich in compounds called anthocyanins, which give berries their deep color. These antioxidants help neutralize oxidative stress, a process that damages cells over time and is linked to both heart disease and cognitive decline. Several studies following older adults over multiple years have found that those who ate more berries tended to show slower rates of memory decline compared to those who ate fewer. Researchers believe this may be related to berries' ability to reduce inflammation in the brain and support communication between brain cells. Berries also have a relatively low glycemic impact compared to most other fruits, meaning they don't spike blood sugar as sharply, an important consideration since insulin resistance becomes more common with age. And they're a good source of fiber, which supports digestion, another area that often slows down after 50. A cup of mixed berries a day is a reasonable target. Frozen berries are just as nutritious as fresh and are often more affordable and available year-round. Add them to oatmeal, yogurt, smoothies, or simply eat a handful as a snack instead of reaching for something processed. Food. 4. Greek yogurt. As we get older, our bodies become less efficient at using protein to build and maintain muscle, a phenomenon researchers call anabolic resistance. At the same time, muscle mass naturally starts declining after 50 in a process called sarcopenia, which affects strength, balance, and metabolism. This makes daily protein intake more important, not less, as you age. Greek yogurt is one of the most convenient, protein-dense foods available, often containing nearly double the protein of regular yogurt in the same serving size. It also contains calcium and vitamin D in some fortified varieties, both essential for bone health. Beyond protein, Greek yogurt contains live probiotic cultures that support a healthy gut microbiome. Emerging research has connected gut health to immune function, inflammation levels, and even mood regulation, making it relevant to far more than just digestion. Aim for plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt rather than flavored varieties, which often contain as much added sugar as a dessert. You can sweeten it naturally with berries, a drizzle of honey, or a sprinkle of cinnamon. A cup of Greek yogurt a day, whether at breakfast or as a snack, is a simple way to hit both protein and gut health goals at once. Food. 5. Nuts. A small daily handful of nuts is one of the most consistently supported dietary habits for heart health in nutrition research. Walnuts are particularly notable because they contain alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid that supports heart and brain health in a way similar to the omega-3s found in fish. Studies have associated regular walnut consumption with improved cholesterol profiles, including lower LDL or bad cholesterol. Almonds bring a different set of benefits, particularly a high concentration of vitamin E, an antioxidant that supports skin health, immune function, and helps protect cells from oxidative damage. Almonds are also a good source of magnesium, a mineral involved in over 300 processes in the body, including muscle function, blood sugar regulation, and even sleep quality, all relevant concerns after 50. Nuts are calorie-dense, so portion control matters. About a quarter cup or a small handful per day is generally recommended. Unsalted, raw, or dry roasted varieties are best, since heavily salted nuts can contribute to higher blood pressure over time. Keep a small container at your desk or in your bag for an easy, satisfying snack that also supports long-term health. Food. 6. Beans and lentils. Beans and lentils are some of the most nutrient-dense, budget-friendly foods you can add to your daily diet after 50. They're an excellent source of soluble fiber, which has been shown to help lower LDL cholesterol and support healthy blood sugar levels by slowing the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream. This is particularly relevant after 50, when the risk of type 2 diabetes and prediabetes rises significantly. Beans and lentils are also a strong plant-based protein source, which is valuable both for people looking to reduce their meat intake and for anyone trying to hit daily protein targets to preserve muscle mass. Unlike many animal protein sources, they come packaged with fiber and virtually no saturated fat, making them one of the more heart-friendly protein options available. There's also a longevity angle worth mentioning. Some of the world's longest living populations, often studied in what researchers call blue zones, report legumes as a near-daily part of their diet. A practical goal is about half a cup of cooked beans or lentils daily. They're inexpensive, easy to batch cook, and freeze well. Add black beans to a salad, stir lentils into soup, or make a simple chickpea-based side dish. Canned beans work fine too, just rinse them to reduce sodium content. Food. 7. Fermented foods. This is the food almost nobody over 50 eats enough of, and it might be one of the most important on this entire list. Fermented foods like kefir, Sauerkraut, kimchi, and unsweetened yogurt contain live probiotic bacteria that help populate and diversify the gut microbiome. Research over the past decade has increasingly linked gut health to a surprising range of outcomes. Immune resilience, inflammation levels throughout the body, nutrient absorption, and even mood and cognitive function through what's known as the gut-brain axis. As we age, gut microbiome diversity naturally tends to decline, and lower diversity has been associated with increased frailty and inflammation in older adults. This makes actively supporting gut health through diet more valuable at this stage of life than almost any other. Fermented foods also often contain beneficial compounds created during the fermentation process itself. Sauerkraut and kimchi, for example, retain much of the fiber and vitamin content of the cabbage they're made from, while also gaining probiotic benefits. Kefir, a fermented milk drink, tends to contain a wider variety of probiotic strains than yogurt and is well tolerated by many people who are otherwise sensitive to dairy. You don't need much to see a benefit. Even a few tablespoons of sauerkraut or kimchi, or a small glass of kefir a few times a week can meaningfully shift gut bacteria composition over time. Look for products labeled raw or unpasteurized with live active cultures, since pasteurization kills the beneficial bacteria. Start slowly if you're new to fermented foods, as a sudden increase can cause temporary bloating while your gut adjusts. Food 8. Avocados are one of the few fruits that are high in fat, but it's the type of fat that makes them valuable. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fat, the same type of heart-healthy fat found in olive oil, which has been associated with improved cholesterol levels and reduced heart disease risk. This fat content also helps your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K from other foods eaten in the same meal, including the leafy greens mentioned earlier in this video. Avocados are also one of the richest food sources of potassium, containing more per serving than a banana in many cases. Potassium plays a key role in regulating blood pressure by helping balance out the effects of sodium in the diet, an increasingly important factor as blood pressure tends to rise with age. In addition, avocados provide fiber, which supports digestion and helps you feel fuller for longer, something that can be helpful for maintaining a healthy weight as metabolism naturally slows after 50. A reasonable daily amount is about half an avocado. Add it to whole grain toast. Blend it into a smoothie for creaminess. Slice it into a salad, or mash it as a spread instead of butter or mayonnaise. Food 9. Whole grain swapping. Refined grains for whole grains is one of the simplest, highest impact dietary changes for people over 50. Whole grains like oats, quinoa, brown rice, and barley retain the bran and germ layers that are stripped away during refining, which means they keep significantly more fiber, B vitamins, and minerals like magnesium and selenium. That fiber content helps regulate blood sugar, supports steady energy levels throughout the day, and contributes to digestive health, an area that commonly becomes more sensitive with age. Whole grains have also been studied for their role in heart health. Diets higher in whole grains and lower in refined carbohydrates have been associated with lower rates of heart disease and improved cholesterol profiles in multiple long-term studies. Oats specifically contain a type of soluble fiber called beta-glucan, which has been shown to help lower LDL cholesterol. Quinoa stands out as one of the few plant foods that provides a complete protein, containing all 9 essential amino acids, making it a valuable addition for anyone reducing their meat intake. A daily serving, about half a cup to a cup, depending on the grain, is a reasonable target. Start your day with a bowl of oatmeal topped with berries and nuts. Swap white rice for brown rice or quinoa at dinner, or add cooked barley to soups and stews. Food 10. Citrus fruits. Rounding out the list. Citrus fruits, oranges, grapefruit, lemons, and limes. Citrus fruits are one of the best natural sources of vitamin C, a nutrient with 2 major roles that become especially important after 50. First, vitamin C is essential for collagen production, the protein that gives structure to skin, blood vessels, joints, and connective tissue. As natural collagen production declines with age, adequate vitamin C intake helps support what your body can still produce. Second, vitamin C plays a well-documented role in immune function. Immune response tends to weaken somewhat with age, a process researchers call immunosenescence. And adequate vitamin C intake is one of several nutritional factors that can help support a more resilient immune system. Citrus fruits also contain flavonoids, plant compounds with antioxidant properties that have been studied for their potential role in supporting heart health and reducing inflammation. Grapefruit in particular has been researched for its potential effects on cholesterol, although it's worth noting that grapefruit can interact with certain medications, including some statins and blood pressure medications, so it's worth checking with a doctor or pharmacist if you take prescription medication regularly. A simple daily goal is 1 piece of citrus fruit, or the equivalent in juice. Though whole fruit is preferable to juice, since it retains fiber and results in a slower, steadier rise in blood sugar. Start your morning with half a grapefruit, add orange segments to a salad, or keep a lemon on hand to add fresh flavor and a vitamin C boost to water, tea, or cooked dishes throughout the day. So that's the full list: fatty fish, leafy greens, berries, Greek yogurt, nuts, beans and lentils, fermented foods, avocado, whole grains, and citrus fruits. You don't need to eat all 10 every single day, but working most of them into your weekly routine consistently is one of the most powerful things you can do for your heart, your brain, your bones, and your energy as you move through your 50s, 60s, and beyond. If this video helped you, hit like, subscribe if you're new here, and let me know in the comments which of these foods you already eat daily and which one you're adding starting today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.